So let me ask you a question. In the speech, Donald Trump said that we can't leave Afghanistan because if we do, it will provide a haven to terrorists. So that is a horrible argument, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because there are places all over the world that are already havens for terrorism, like our good friends in Saudi Arabia, and we don't do anything about it. We just leave it alone. So it can't be a necessary and sufficient reason that we stay in Afghanistan in order to provide one more place where terrorism can't function. And there's a lot of other reasons for believing that it's in fact the opposite. As long as we're there, we provide one of those jihadi recruiting ground things because you can go and fight the Crusaders in Afghanistan. So I think those two arguments probably cancel out. Nobody knows which one of them's right, and they're both equally valid. Um, so we're basically going to have to stay there until the end of time based on that, because most of the people in Afghanistan are backwards, um, not educated to modern standards. So as soon as we leave, they're always going to revert back to tribalism and pre-modern society. So there's never going to be an Afghan nation, not in our lifetime, there's never going to be an Afghan nation that can function like a modern Western democracy and control its borders and guarantee human rights and all that kind of stuff. So they can't do it on their own, and we can't seem to do it for them because after 17 years we still haven't done it. So I know you like Trump, and I like Trump too, but this just seems like a whole bunch of people in his cabinet have been working on him and working and working and working on him for 6 months. And now that Bannon's gone and Mike Flynn is gone, they have finally won the argument with Trump and got him to get on board with staying in Afghanistan forever, or for at least 4 more years, until he's no longer the guy to decide what's going to happen in Afghanistan. So I know that as a patriot, you want to support the president, you want to support the guy that you voted for, but try to dissociate this issue from Trump and from how you feel about America and how great you think America is. Just think about the practical matters. Like, what if it were France in Afghanistan? Would you want young French men to be doing the work that the Afghan people should be doing themselves, putting themselves at risk and spending French money? Would you care? Like, what would do? How would you think about the question if it weren't Americans doing it, but another country? To me, it's so preposterous. If we could have solved the Afghani people's problems, we would have done it before now. If you look at the two speeches, the speech from Obama back in 2009, I don't have it in front of me. The speech that Obama gave in 2009 and the speech that Trump just gave, they are so similar that it's terrifying. It's specifically, one of the quotes is about a blank check. Obama said, here we go, I got it. Obama said, as your commander in chief, I owe you a mission that is clearly defined. Trump said, from now on, victory will have a clear definition. Obama said, the days of providing a blank check are over. Trump said, our commitment is not unlimited and our support is not a blank check. So it's the same stuff because it's coming from the same people. It's coming from the same folks in the military and in the upper level of the bureaucracy. They're writing the speeches for both of them. I'm sorry, it's true. Even if you like Trump, you got to admit this isn't the same Trump that you voted for. The 2013 and the 2015 Trump said, bring our people home, stop wasting our money. And you see where we are now. Just earlier this year, we finally heard about a scandal. The United States was trying to build an intelligence agency, basically like they were trying to build a CIA for Afghanistan. They spent $500 million to train 70 people. They spent $500 million to to train 70 people, and the program was a total failure. As far as I understand, none of them passed their tests. They completely failed. The whole thing was scrapped. Got nothing for it. So if you think that situation, and those are the same military people who are still there, the same CIA people. The top group, the people at the very top change or get shuffled around, but everybody else in the organization is the same. So if you think that is just going to completely change because Trump's there, I don't see it. And especially now that Mike Flynn, Bannon, and those guys who like Rich Higgins, people on the NSC, National Security Council, they're gone. So the people who are going to try to implement this stuff for you are Wall Street financiers, registered Democrats, people who would have been just at home in a Hillary Clinton White House as this Trump White House. So things aren't looking good. But hey, maybe I'll be proven wrong, as I often am, and we'll shut the Afghan situation down in a year and a half, and everything will be great over there. Thanks for your time.